There is a single shift in thinking that, once embraced fully, has the power to transform a person's life from a passive experience into a deliberate act of creation. This shift is neither complex nor hidden. In fact, it is deceptively simple, yet it stands at the root of nearly every life that appears. From the outside, to be driven by discipline, confidence, and momentum, the shift is this: action must precede clarity, and consistency must override emotion. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for permission, not always from others, but from themselves. They wait for motivation, for confidence, for the right mood, for the ideal circumstances. They wait to feel brave, certain, prepared, and only then do they believe they can begin. What they fail to realize is that this cycle of hesitation is not an accident. It is the result of a mental framework that rewards avoidance, perfectionism, and self-doubt. And the only way out is to abandon the idea that clarity or courage will arrive before action. It won't. The truth is uncomfortable, but liberating. No one ever feels completely ready. Those who achieve remarkable results in business, in health, in relationships, or in creative work do so not because they are fearless, but because they have learned to act while still afraid. They do not wait for emotion to align with their goals. Instead, they build a life in which daily action becomes a non-negotiable, regardless of mood, energy, or inner resistance. To adopt this mindset is to stop treating your thoughts and feelings as commands. Fear may speak, but it does not get to decide. Doubt may whisper, but it does not get to lead. This shift reframes your inner world. Hesitation is no longer a stop sign, but a signal that you are moving toward growth. Discomfort is no longer something to avoid, but a signpost that you are stretching into new territory. And resistance is no longer an enemy. It is evidence that you are doing something that matters. This is not about blind action or hustling endlessly without rest. It is about reclaiming the authority you have over your own life. It is about recognizing that discipline is not something you are born with or without. It is something you practice moment by moment by choosing action over avoidance. And it is about understanding that no major change begins with massive clarity. Clarity is earned. It is the reward for movement, not the requirement. When a person integrates this mindset into their daily life, the transformation is subtle at first. They begin to take small steps even when unsure. They begin to hold promises to themselves with greater respect. They stop waiting for motivation because they have seen that motivation often follows motion, not the other way around. With time, this compounds. Their identity begins to shift, no longer the kind of person who hesitates, procrastinates, or overthinks, but the kind of person who moves forward even in uncertainty. As the weeks and months pass, they discover something remarkable. Most of what they feared was exaggerated in their mind. Most of what they delayed was less painful than expected. And most of the progress they now experience came not from breakthroughs, but from a steady stream of decisions to act despite internal resistance. They may still feel fear, but it no longer dictates their day. They may still doubt themselves, but they do not let doubt dictate the path they walk. In this way, the mindset becomes not just a tool, but a foundation. It begins to shape how they see challenges. Obstacles no longer appear as reasons to stop, but as puzzles to solve. Setbacks become part of the process, not verdicts of failure. Comparison with others fades because their focus shifts from external results to internal alignment and integrity. They measure success not by perfection, but by consistency, not by intensity, but by perseverance, and not by how they feel each day, but by whether they honored their commitment to take the next step. Eventually, they become the kind of person others call driven, disciplined, or unstoppable. But those labels miss the truth. What they really became was someone who made a decision to stop waiting, to stop overthinking, and to start moving. That decision, made again and again in small moments, is what changed everything. This mindset is not a motivational trick. It is not about forcing yourself to suffer. It is about returning power to its rightful place, your hands. It is about realizing that your life is not something happening to you. It is something you are building, one choice at a time. And the most powerful choice you can make, the one that makes you truly unstoppable, is to act, especially when you don't feel like it. Have you ever found yourself waiting out for confidence, clarity, or the perfect moment before taking action? What's one thing you've been putting off that you might finally begin, even if you're not ready? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to take their first step. And if this video resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe for more thoughtful content like this. Thanks for watching.